Hey guys, so with any type of emergency, especially since a bunch of storms are heading my way, I want to be prepared with a bunch of batteries on hand. So I need a place to put them. So I decided to build this battery organizer. So this is part 2 of multi-part series. So if you want to see part 1, click on the top right. If you want to see part 3, click on the bottom right. And if you want to see a quick how-to version, click in the middle. And don't forget to subscribe. Alright, let's get started. Alright guys, so the first 6 rough cuts are exactly 1 by 3. Okay, so there's no need to cut the wood widthwise. And it needs to be 16 inches. Okay, so each piece needs to be 16 inches. So I'm going to measure from the top all the way down to inches. Do it on one side. Do it on the other side. We can connect the two. Bam! There we go, 16 inches. Alright, so 16 inches on the dot, right there. Alright, we're going to do a cut. Not quite sure what I'm doing here. Well, I kind of do. Alright, I'm just going to go down, line it up. I want it right on the line. Perfect. Now move your hands out of the way. Turn it on. There we go. Number 1, 16 inches on the dot. So now I can just take this piece as a ruler and I can just measure from there. So you can see here, I made another line exactly where this one is, so I need 6 of these. Line it up, bring it down, so close. Oop. And if you're not comfortable holding it in place, you can always clamp it down if you want. Perfect. Right on the money. Then I will do that again. Line it up over here. And then draw a line. Line it up. Perfect. Hold it in place. There we go. And I'll do one more. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need some more wood. Thought 12 feet would do it, but it's not. That's what I got left over is this junk. I can't use that for anything. Perfect. Alright, got 4 of them. I'm going to do one more. Or 2 more. Oops. it up. Make my mark. Perfect, 16 inches on the dot. There we go. Alright, so that's 5. And I need one more. Make a line. Then we'll line it up. Perfect. There we go, 6. Alright. And then after those 16 footers, or 16 inchers, I'm going to need one, same 1x3, but instead of 16 inches, it's going to need to be 7 inches and 11/16. 7 and 11/16. All right. Let's mark this. All right. So it needs to be 7 and 11/16. Let's figure this out. 1. Alright, so if you look here at the 7, here's the 7 mark. Okay? And then you see the quarter marks. That's a quarter. That's a quarter. That's the half. That's the 3/4, and that's 8. Okay? So then right below the quarter marks are 8 marks right there. So each one is an 1/8 between it. And then if you look even further, right there, there's a 16th mark. Alright, so you have to count 11 of those. The little tiny ones. And then if you go below that, there's the 32nd marks. But we want the second tallest one, which is 11/16. So the 16th, so we want to count 11. Alright. Alright, and then we do it on the other side. So the halfway mark will be 8/16. So you just need to go 3 more from the halfway mark. 1, 2, 3. I wonder if I could use that spare piece of wood. Where is it? Where are you? You know what, ladies and gentlemen? This will actually work. Alright, so I can use this spare piece of wood, but it's not quite the correct length yet, so I need to cut it down a couple millimeters, which is kind of difficult because I don't want to cut my fingers off. But hopefully that won't happen. I'll take every precaution. Alright, let's do this measurement again. So from the halfway mark, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
So I don't know if you can see, I just need to take off a 1/4 of an inch pretty much. Alright, let's see how this is going to work without cutting my finger. That's actually not bad. I can probably do that without cutting. Alright. Let's measure this, just double check. Perfect. 7 11/16 inch. Bam, ba ba bam, ba ba bam. Alright guys, so this 2x2 piece of plywood, I'm actually going to keep that 24 inches high for right now, because I'm not quite sure the height that I want it. You know, I need at least 16 inches, plus I want another couple inches to hang it. So I'm not quite sure how long that's going to be yet, but I know I need it exactly 8 and 11/16 inches wide. So I will measure for that. That is 8, 9, 10, 11. Right there. Come down a little bit. Alright, now I just need a nice long straight edge. Which around here I do have a level. Nope. I just want to connect these lines that I drew. And there we go. You guys can see the line. And then you should be able to take this piece of wood and it should line up just about perfect. See how that lines up? Right on the line, buddy. Right on the line. Perfect. Alright, now we just gotta figure out a way to cut this. Can't cut it on this. And I just need some type of stand to hold this. So I can probably clamp this down and then use my circular saw. This is a nice little circular saw, my bolt on. So let me get a couple clamps on here. Alright, here we go, boys and girls. Only issue, this clamp hits it. Alright, can't use the clamp there. Do I even have room to use this? Yes, I do. Alright, so I just want to keep it straight. So I got a line, I got a little arrow. Here goes nothing. This is probably not the best work. But you gotta work with what you have, right? Ooh, this little bad boy rocks too. Alright, let me clamp down this side now. how I can get back in here. I should have probably done this further out. Please don't judge me on my woodwork. I am not a professional. I'm sure you knew. But if you guys do this, please take every safety precaution that there is. All right, there we go. There it is. It's not the most prettiest little thing in the world, but for my project, that will do. Perfect. Look at that. All right, let me just go clean this off now. Alright, so now we have to cut the back or the spacers. Okay, so for instance, let's say this goes here. Let me show you a different angle. Alright, so let's say this goes here. Okay, this is a compartment for the AA batteries. Alright, so you need a big enough spacer. This is definitely not the right size. So when the AA battery goes in here, it can, instead of being in the back, it'll be at the top. Alright, so each compartment except for the D compartments, because the D battery is going to be tall enough for this whole thing. It's, you know, see how it's even with the front of this with no spacer. So let me go get the measurements for that, and we will cut those pieces next. Alright, so I have the measurements. So I'm going to need the 1/2" piece, okay, the 1/2" wood, okay, which that is already. And then I'm going to need it 16 inches long, okay. The measurements call for 8, but remember I'm doubling that, so it needs to be 16 inches by 7/16. That's for the AAA compartment. Alright, so I wish I had a table saw. This would be a lot easier, but because I don't, I'm going to have to figure out a way. I might have to make multiple cuts and put different pieces in there. But what can I do? You know, no one's going to see it. It's going to be behind the batteries. But if you guys have a table saw, great. Those are the measurements: 16 inches long, 1/2" plywood, hardwood, and 7/16 inches wide. So, all right. So let's first measure the 16 inches. Right there, right there. Make a straight line. There we go. All right. Make sure it lines up. Perfect. All right. So that's 16 inches. So now I need this 7/16 inches wide. It's gonna be fun. So So remember, halfway, half an inch is 8/16 inches wide. So you can find the 1/8 mark or the half mark. You just go down one and you'll be at the 7/16 mark. So there's half. Alright, so that's 7/16. Gonna do it on this side. And let me see if I can get a better angle for you guys. I do have a micro lens on this little thing, which I've never used before. Alright, so you can see here, that long one is the 7/16, or the 8/16, and I just went down one right there. So that's 7/16. Look at this side. Here we go. 7/16 on the dot. Then I will connect the two. And then draw a straight line. Oops. I should probably use the other side of the level. Alright, let's figure out how I should do this. Maybe I should use the circular saw. I just wish I had something to hold it. A little bit better. Maybe I will use the circular saw. Might be a little easier. I just gotta figure out this clamping thing. If I could figure out a way to clamp it down and still be able to get off that little amount. This is the smallest one, so this is gonna be the hardest one. Alright, that's clamped down. Let's see if I can get my... See, I can't get my saw in there. What can I do? What can I do? Alright, I'll figure this out and come back. This might be the stupidest thing in the world, but I'm going to try it. Do half here this way. I need to clamp this down somehow because I'm not going to have my hands near this thing. If you know what I mean, Gene. Of course. I will figure out a way to make this happen. All right. give this a shot. There we go. That's about a third of the way. Turn this bad boy around. The only thing I'm worried about is that I ain't account for that blade. That blade, let me show you. I went straight down the blade, down the line, but the blade went over a little bit because the blade's not as thin as the line. So you can see that it takes off a couple millimeters. And I just don't know if the battery is going to be able to fit. See, it might not fit. I think I am going to have to redo this. Alright, let me go ahead and redo this. Might as well cut off the other side and start over, right? Alright, let's measure this again. I'd rather this be a little bit too big than too small. So there is the halfway mark, which is 8. You come down. Do it down this side. There's 8. Alright. Got my handy dandy level. Make sure I have enough lead. Connect the two lines. Oh, I'm running out of lead, boys and girls. This is why you don't use mechanical pencils. I don't think I have any more. Alright, let me go see if I can get another pencil. Always something. Alright, so I'm going to try this again. Let's line up the two lines. I don't have a pencil in my workshop, but I have a good old-fashioned pen. So I will use that, because this whole thing is going to be painted anyway. So and now I just have to account for the size of the blade, which is like a millimeter or two. Let me just line it up. Should probably look at the far edge. There we go. That's a lot better. Alright, let me clamp this bad boy down. I do not want this thing moving. Double check that it hasn't moved. It has moved a little bit. Alright, here we go. That's a lot better. I hope. All right, good. Do the other side. Man, oh man, don't I wish I had a table saw right now. I have no clue how this is going to come out. Just got to work with what you have. Alright, here we go. Alright, so you can see 1/3 is cut up here and 1/3 is cut up here. Now I just gotta cut in the middle. And the way I'm going to do that, good old-fashioned handsaw. Here we go. This is probably not the smartest way to do it. Uh-oh. I can't even do that. Can't do it that way because it hits the top of the saw up here and won't let it go through. So I guess I'm going to have to go at an angle. Oh, nope, I can't even do that. Well, let me just go see what else I have. I think I have another saw down here. This thing up. Oh, maybe this will be better. It's a little rusted. Let's see. Ooh, look at that. Fits right through. Alright, I figured out a way to clamp this bad boy down. Alright, that's one clamp. Can you guys see this? Yep. The AA is supposed to be 5/8 of an inch. Remember, 4/8 is a half, so you find the halfway mark and you go up 1 from there. ruler, connect the two lines. All right. There we go. Didn't get that little edge over there. Am I even recording this? There we go. Got it all marked up. Alright, I just need to clamp it down. And it's going to be a side without the X. Alright, so this is the good side. My clamps ready. Let's just line it up first. Remember, I have to account for the size of the blade. That looks pretty good. Ooh. I'll let that hang there for a second while I get this one on there. Alright, let's see if this lines up. Actually, it looks pretty good. It looks really good. Alright, let's do it. Looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and do the other side. Shoot. Let's double check. That looks pretty good, actually. Straight. Alright, let's do it. Bam, bada bam. Oh, looks like I nipped my little clamp here, but that's okay. That's what the clamps are for. Better the clamps than my finger, right? Alright, let's finish this bad boy up. Get my little handy dandy hacksaw. Boom. So that side's done. I'm getting good at this because I'm just leaving a little bit left. Wait, I might be able to break that. There we go, and then I can sand that down. Perfect. This is the bad side with the X's. Alright, so that's the AA compartment. Let's do a little measure. Why is this coming up 6/8? Oh, don't tell me this is too big. It's coming up 6/8. Oh, that's because I'm measuring the wrong way. There we go. Perfect. There's the line. I was measuring this side. Okay, that's AA. Alright, so I need 1 1/16 inch for the C compartment. Alright, so I need some more wood. I need a 16-inch piece of wood. So let's move this thing back. Alright, so this needs to be 16 inches, boys and girls. So 16 inches is right there. Let's line this up. Alright. There we go. 16 inches. So for the C compartment, I need 1 inch and 1 1/16 inch wide. So this should be 2 inches wide. Alright, so now we need a 1 inch and 1/16. So a little bit more than halfway. Where's my tape measure? Alright, there's a mark there. And a mark there. Then I'll take my ruler, my level, connect the 2 dots, and draw a line. For some reason, that just does not look right. Did I do it from opposite sides? I think I might have. Boys and girls, that's exactly what I did. Did it from the wrong side. Alright, now it's corrected. Actually, this thing's looks like 2.5 inches wide. Let me just remeasure this. 1 1/16, which should fit a C battery perfectly, which it does. All right. Remember, you have to count for the blade. There we go. Maybe I'll do it like this. One side, and then I will clamp down the other side. And double check the cut. Perfect, here we go. Alright, turn this bad boy around. And do the same thing all over again. Check the cut. Oh, it's a little too far over. Make sure it's going to go even. There we go. Oh, you know what? I just realized I'm on the wrong side of the line, buddy. Wrong side of the line. Good thing you double checked. Alright. Actually, I should just have the blade hold it down while I clamp it down. See, it was just some trial and error. I'm figuring this thing out. Trying to figure out the best ways to do it. Let's double check. It looks good. You know what? I wonder who. No, it doesn't look like it can. I can't get down further than that. Maybe I should just cut it with my hand. It's not the easiest way, but definitely looks a lot better. A lot more even. Alright, I'm just going to do that the hard way, the easy way. Whichever way you want to look at it. It's the easy way. Do you want the hard way or the easy way? The easy way. What movie is that from? Alright. You know what? Maybe I should be cutting this on the side that has a line. That would be nice, Eric. There we go. Ooh-wee. I'll clean that up with a piece of sandpaper. Alright, so this is the C compartment, which is, if I believe this is right, 1 1/16 inch. Alright, looking good. So then the D compartment doesn't need anything. And then the 9 volt will need 1 1/8 inch. Now we just need to work on the 9 volt. And the 9 volt is 1 1/8 inch. Alright, so we need another 16 inch long piece, which I have a nice piece right here, which I just need to cut. I love little projects like this. Keep myself busy. Learn a new thing. Never really worked with wood before. I mean, I've done a little bit. You know, I think like in school I built like a birdhouse or something like that. Alright, there's a line. Of course, you had all the tools of the trade in school, but here I'm limited to what tools I have. Alright. There we go. Boom, bada boom. Alright, now this is 16 inches long. We need 1 1/8 inch wide. Where's my tape measure? Alright, 1 1/8. Let's do it from this side. Do one over here. 1 1/8, and then I take the ruler, aka level, Connect the two lines, draw a line across. Alright, got this lined up. Let's double check it. Looking pretty good. Here we go. Ooh, smoky. Smokey the Bandit. Alright, gotta do the other side. Let's line this up. There we go. Camp it down, babies. Double check it. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Now we just got to cut the mill. Almost there. All right, just about got another millimeter. Got to do it from the other side. Here we go. There's the 9 volts. Let's double check this width. 1 1/8. 1 1/8. Booyah! Alright. I think we pretty much have all our rough cuts. So there's the 9 volt. There's the C. There's the A. Somewhere over here is the AAA. There we go. I'm just going to sand these things down, make them a little bit cleaner, a little bit more even. Alright, let's see where I got to clean up a little bit. This one's not that bad. All right, that's all cleaned up. I'm trying to think if I'm going to need my miter saw anymore. I think I'm pretty good. Next time, clean up a little bit. Alright, cleanup time.
Thanks for watching, guys. For a quick how-to version, click on the top left. For part 3, click on the top right. And don't forget to subscribe!